Good noon everyone, welcome back to your beloved drawback chess speedrun, the only legit 100% win rate chess series in the entire planet. And without any further ado, let's get into today's content. Today we are officially playing above 6,000 rating points. Gloomstalker. You can only capture from dark squares. Okay, doesn't sound too bad. Reveal drawback to opponent. Opponent immediately counter revealed. Secret garden. You have a secret garden in front of your pawns, you can't move onto it. And if your opponent tramples it, moves onto it, you lose. Where is the garden then? Okay, so it seems even revealing the drawback doesn't reveal the garden position to your opponent, but lucky enough, I actually got this drawback once in a past video, and I know that the garden is made of 2 consecutive squares right in front of your pawns. Therefore the plan is very simple. I'll trample all the squares on his 6th rank until I automatically win the game. I win. e5. Preparing e6, potentially trampling his garden. Remember that he also cannot trample his own garden, so unless he plays e6 himself and save me a move, my e6 is physically unstoppable. Bishop f5. e6. And nothing happened. F takes e6. Well, I mean, it's fine, the garden is somewhere else, and since we eliminated e6, there is also no reason to try trampling d6 and f6. Those squares can still be garden, but it's not optimal to test those squares instead of the ones next to them. Bishop b5, not a check. My bishop actually cannot take his king due to my drawback, but it can land itself on c6 to see if there is a garden there. Unless my opponent saves me a move. Okay, now we know the garden is either a6, b6 or 2 of the 3 squares on the king side. It is more optimal to check the king side first. Queen h5, not a check. Knight f6. Aha. So he either cannot block the check on g6 or he knows that my queen cannot take his king. Regardless, I just have to see this for myself. Queen g6. And nothing happened. What are the chances that the garden is literally the last place that I check? I mean, I'm kinda lucky my drawback isn't that bad, or else I would have already lost by now. Bishop a6. My opponent lost due to his drawback. Second game, let's go. Ichthyophobe. You can't make the move that Stockfish would make. Very annoying. Reveal drawback to opponent. e4. I didn't know Stockfish is a French. I'm not though. e5. Knight f3. My opponent counter revealed. Medusa. Any pieces that are currently attacked by your opponent's queen are turned to stone and can't move. I win. Queen f6. d4. Stockfish doesn't allow me to take his pawn. That isn't even the best move. What a noob fish. Queen takes f3 is best. The only things that can take my queen are his knights. If both of his knights are gone, my queen is physically invulnerable. Bishop e2. I don't want to take his bishop because there is knight c3 not only attacking my queen but also defending his queen from my queen. Queen takes f2 instead. Since taking the king is obviously the best move and thus my drawback will prevent me from doing that, my only optimal approach is to take everything on his side of the board, starting with waiting for his queen to come out and not get potentially defended by his knight. Yes. Now I can take his bishop. Knight c3. Queen takes d3. Bishop g5. Queen takes c3. I wonder if he castles now, will Stockfish prevent me from capturing his king en passant? Rook f1. I'll freeze that rook. King e2. Aha. He is using his own king as a blockade to set his rook free. Very creative. Alright, I will let that rook be free. Knight c6. Stockfish only prevents one move from me, so as long as my queen is attacking his king, the rest of the board is basically normal chess to me. Rook takes f2. Knight takes d4, double checkmate. Double check is the only way to win, and his king cannot move due to his drawback. Rook e7, counter check. Knight takes e2. Second game is also a win. It seems like my 100% win rate is absolutely unstoppable. Third game, let's go. Haunted. You can't move to a square that you have captured on. Absolutely impossible. But before I can even reveal my drawback, my opponent revealed his drawback first. I'll counter reveal. Your opponent revealed their drawback. Quit horsing around. If you moved a knight on your last move, you can't move a knight. I see why he revealed his drawback. E4, C6, D4, D5. Okay, so the point of my drawback is that if I make a capture, my opponent can just bring his king to that square and there is physically no way I can capture his king anymore. And even worse, if there are two captures next to each other, then he can just move his king back and forth between those squares, absolutely untouchable. I have to avoid making captures. E5. Queen D6. I can already see that this game is going very wrong very quickly. I cannot take his queen because his king can easily climb up to D6 for safety. Knight F3 instead. Is he gonna take my pawn? Bishop E2. King C7. Castle. King D6. Knight C3. Okay, it's fine guys. With the king super exposed in the center, he is bound to make a critical blunder at some point during the game. C5. There are a ton of things to capture and yet I cannot make any of them. Is this what they call the illusion of choice? Rook E1. C takes D4. Knight B5 check. I can still give checks though, and based on this guy's playstyle, he is not going to pull his king back. Exactly. Queen lift. Knight C6. Aha. Oh man, now there is knight G5, queen G5, bishop G4 double checkmate. But unfortunately I didn't see that during this move. Bishop D1. Well, I mean bishop D7, knight takes D4 checkmate in one also seems like a very cool checkmate. Or he can just blunder his king. As I said, he was bound to make a critical blunder at some point during the game. I just didn't think it would be the king that gets blundered. And if you have been watching the video till this point, please consider subscribing to the channel. It helps me gain motivation to continue making more relatable chess videos for the average players who just want to enjoy the game. Thank you very much. Rook takes the king. I win. Drawback chess speed run today. 300% win rate.